In this installment of Zen and the Art of Joomla video series, we'll take a basic tour of the control panel administration applications for users, including the User Manager and Contact Manager. As mentioned in the previous video in the series, when we explore the control panel, once you're logged into the administration area for Joomla, the User Manager can be accessed from either the large button on the main control panel screen or from the Site menu. The User Manager features a spreadsheet-like list of all the users currently registered on your site. Common buttons for Logout, Delete, Edit, New, and Help appear on the upper right. Below the buttons are two drop-down lists for filtering by user group or login status. On the left is a text box for filtering by name. You can select all or some of the users in the list by using the checkboxes on the left. By clicking any of the headings in the list, you can sort in ascending or descending order. You can edit a user by clicking the name or selecting the checkbox next to the name and clicking the Edit button. The User Edit screen has options for editing the real name of the user, the username, the email, password, user group, and whether to block the user from the site. The Parameters group has settings for language, editor, help, and time zone. By default, the Contact Information group isn't associated with any details, but you can use the Contact Manager to associate other details with a user login. Let's take a look at the Contact Manager and associate some contact details with the administrator for Joomla. On the Components menu, select Contacts to see the main Contact Manager screen. The screen has two tabs, Contacts and Categories, with spreadsheet-like lists similar to that in the User Manager. Common buttons for Publish, Unpublish, Delete, Edit, New, Parameters, and Help appear on the upper right. Below the buttons are two drop-down lists for filtering by category or state, and on the left is a text box for filtering by name. As with the User Manager, you can sort by clicking headings and select all or multiple items in the list by using the checkbox on the far left. The Contact Manager arranges user details into categories. You can create your own or just use the default category, Contacts. We'll use the default for this demo. Let's add contact details for the administrator to the list by clicking the New button. In the Details group, type in a name for the contact. I'll use Webmaster. Select a category. We'll be using the default, and in the Link to User dropdown, let's select the administrator. In the Information group, there are various fields for position, email, address info, and even an avatar. We'll leave those blank for this demo. The Parameters group has three expandable sections, Contact, Advanced, and Email. Contact parameters allow you to show or hide certain fields. Advanced parameters allow you to customize icons used with various fields. And email parameters allow you to customize how other users contact you through emails. Let's save this information and return to the User Manager and see how the Edit User screen has changed to reflect these new details. You can see how the Contact Information group now shows the contact details from the Contact Manager. In fact, we can click the New button to change the details in the Contact Manager. While we're back here in the Contact Manager, let's look at one of the buttons in the upper right, Parameters, in a little more detail. This is another global configuration that can get overlooked and allows you to set default icons for fields, show or hide certain fields, enable vCards, ban words, and emailed addresses. You can also set up session checking and enable or disable automatic replies. One noteworthy problem with using the Contact Manager is that it allows you to associate several contacts with a user, but the User Manager only shows the first one. Also, the front-end details page doesn't show this association at all. In another video, I'll show you how to override this behavior. In the next video in the series, we'll take a brief tour of the Media Manager.